Welcome to Market Pulse. Today, we are going to optimize trading candle range theory, the details and secrets no one talked about yet. CRT is an incredibly effective technique for analyzing and trading market ranges. Candle range theory examines high time frames to analyze the highs and lows of individual candles, providing insight into their potential retrading at that range. Have you ever wondered why some of the candle ranges work perfectly fine while others get ignored by the market? Around 3 decades ago, Larry Williams discussed the concepts of high and low prices, as well as open and close prices, and the corresponding trading orders in these areas. This discussion served as the foundation for the power of 3 and candle range theory for ICT. Our research resulted on: there is a unique theory and concept which indicate that the price will drive to retrade the specific candle's range, and some candles' range will never get visited again. If you enjoy learning advanced trading strategies and enhancing your trading skills, smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more trading content. By determining the high and low of a specific candle in 3 monthly charts, I can see the possible targets or biases in lower time frames. Let's switch to a weekly chart. In the weekly chart, by determining the specific candle range, high, low, open, and close, and by identifying the power of 3, I know exactly where to look for an entry. For example, in order to trade this candle range based on CRT after determining the high, low, open, and close of the chosen candle range, we need to switch to the daily chart first so we can identify this entry. In the mentioned video, you can learn the unique technique of this entry, like why I'm using Fibonacci and where is the start position and end position of Fibonacci. For trading the next candle range, we do the same, but this time, we don't have any entry in the manipulation phase of the daily chart. So we can switch to hourly charts. We will start with a 4-hour chart. We are allowed to search even in a 1-hour chart if we don't find a high probability entry in higher time frames. Maybe you are wondering why I am determining these specific candles to trade based on CRT. There is more trade opportunity if we work on weekly to daily or daily to minutes charts, and the steps are the same, but you will need to know the basics first. So, what is the candle range? As we discussed in the previous video, the candle range states that every single candle represents a range. So, a daily candle equals a range in a lower time frame. In the market, ranges can be swept, broken out, or retested, and all of these actions can also emerge in candlestick patterns. Every candle has a high and a low, which means that in the lower time frame, a range is formed between the candle's highest and lowest points. The market movement can be broken down into 3 main phases, and the price consistently revolves among them: accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. In a single bullish bar, imagine a consolidation phase at the opening price. When the price runs below it, some traders may believe it's going lower, but the smart money is actually planning to go long. The accumulation phase is around the opening price. When the price immediately drops lower than the opening price, it will create interest to enter short, the wrong side of the market. So this phase is the manipulation phase. Now we can see the manipulation phase as it is a run below the opening to accumulate long positions before the big up move. And finally, the distribution phase, where the smart money pairs its long exits. Selling all their long orders with pending buy interest can be done by creating a drastic move or range expansion, or breaking above the old high. Then the price can drop to close here. The portion that makes up the range between open and close is the range expansion, and this is dynamic price imbalance. So in the single candle pattern, we can identify the power of 3 cycles by examining the open and close, and high and low, but in the 2 candles and 3 candlesticks pattern, we can identify the power of 3 cycles by examining the candle range high and candle range low, and the manipulation and distribution by the next candle wicks. Accumulation is a phase leading to an increase in the trader's interest in executing a trade order. The manipulation phase occurs after the accumulation phase in order to trick traders into entering the wrong side of the market. It is important to know validation of the manipulation phase is the second step that confirms the interest of the price to enter the distribution phase. The distribution is a phase that occurs after the manipulation phase and the range expansion. It is a phase that the smart money is exiting. As the masters of this theory, we will be hunters of trade opportunities during the manipulation phase, using our unique entry method in the lower time frame to trade the distribution phase as the profit. This is our third step in trading CRT. Let's delve into the candlestick of CRT and discuss the other steps like how to identify a CRT pattern in terms of candlestick patterns and explore more details and secrets. In the bullish scenario, the candlestick-based CRT typically refers to a three-candle sequence on the high time frame like daily candles, where the first candle forms a range based on its high and low. The second candle absorbs the liquidity of the first candle through the formation of a wick, after which the third candle breaks out of the range. Three important rules will help to identify high-probability CRT patterns. The first rule: the CRT model is not limited to a three-candle sequence and can be formed by a series of multiple candles. For example, in this candle series, we can see that multiple candles are formed to hit the range candle's highest point. So, the price formed a range candle followed by an inside bar. Then, we had a sweeping candle that swept below the range with a shadow, and then the price formed multiple candles until it touched the high of the candle range. The second rule: at the formation of the first candle that creates the range, if we identify a candle violation, this candle's range will not be safe to trade using the CRT model until it meets the theory we will discuss in the following. The third rule: if the second candle surpasses the range of the first candle in the accumulation phase with its body, it should not be viewed as part of the manipulation phase. In this case, there is a chance of the trend continuing in the direction of the first candle. Here we have some CRT models that meet these three rules. Starting at the top, the first scenario involves the critical CRT model, which indicates a high probability of success. This is due to the presence of accumulation manipulation and distribution phases within the three-sequence candle, harnessing the power of 3 in 3 candles. We can envision a perfect sell-side liquidity pool just below this bullish candle. Subsequently, the price surged upward and entered the accumulation phase. Following this, the price is manipulated by surpassing the high of the range, leading to entry into the distribution phase. This signifies an upcoming continuation towards the sell-side liquidity, indicating a downside continuation. Thus, this sequence comprises accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, embracing the power of 3. Next, we have a range candle followed by a bullish green candle that breaks below the range, followed by multiple candles until the price closes above the range. Next, once again, a range is formed. Liquidity was removed, and then the price was pushed higher, finally touching the range's high. The situation was the same here. A range candle formed, but it took some time for the price to break below the low of the range candle. Then, the price immediately changed direction towards the high of the range and closed above it. Also, the rest are the same as the examples that were just explained. All these patterns meet the power of 3: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. In the first step of trading using CRT, we need to look for specific candles that indicate an accumulation phase around key levels, so the higher time frame candles should be identified around the key areas. For having a high probability CRTs, they should be identified around the key times, so we should consider the candles formed at 1 a.m., 5 a.m., and 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. Here is a summary of the time frames you will need to switch between in order to look for the candle range and the entry in lower time frames. In our previous discussions, we have delved into the concept of candle range theory. Now it's time to make a transition into the advanced phase, where we will focus on enhancing our ability to trade the candle range theory with precision. This will involve applying the liquidity price interaction theory to the candle range theory. The liquidity price interaction theory involves two concepts. The first concept is candle violation. The most important factor for each candle is the opening and closing price. When the next candle forms as the opposite colored candle, it will trade within the previous candle's range. If it trades beyond the previous candle's close, it indicates a candle violation. It's important to note that many significant market movements begin with a candle violation. In the upcoming videos, we will provide more details about the candle violation. For now, it is important to know the candle violation indicates that the price is at the start of a big move. The second concept is the imbalance, inefficiency, or fair value gap. These concepts are so similar, and they are indications of a big move in the market. The liquidity price interaction theory tells us every significant market movement, represented by a candle violation and fair value gap, is aimed at reaching a liquidity target. When trading a candle range using the candle range theory, it's important to identify whether the price has reached its liquidity target or not. Consider the candle range. The price at the accumulation or manipulation phases has not reached a liquidity level yet. So will you trade this candle range? I will not. If we base our trading decisions just on the range of this candle and confirmations of power of 3, the trade might fail if we don't consider this liquidity level as the target. The manipulation phase may become a pullback to push the price higher to this liquidity level. Meanwhile, consider the candle range that the price at the accumulation phase or manipulation phase has reached a liquidity level. This candle range will have all confirmations to trade. In the upcoming videos, we will discuss the liquidity price interaction theory in more detail. So before we plan to trade any candle range, we need to answer these questions. If there are fair value gap and candle violations, what are the possible targets? Has it reached its target? Most of the time, it's a liquidity level in the form of an old high or low, a resistance and support level, or supply and demand level. Imagine a candle's range that the next candle forms as the opposite colored candle, violates the previous candle, and closes at this level. We believe more than 70% of these formations have a liquidity target. If this drastic move reaches the expected liquidity level even by the next candle wick, this candle range has the expected conditions to trade. However, if this move fails to reach the liquidity level even during the manipulation phase, it is not considered safe to trade within this candle range. Previously, we have discussed how to identify the best candle range for safe trading. Now, let's focus on how to manage and execute trades within the safe candle range. As the second step of trading CRT, we should examine lower time frames to get a closer look at the manipulation phase. There we can apply the liquidity price interaction theory